Good morning, my name's Noah, and today we're doing back. I've been playing a lot of Rivals recently. I can't get off it, I'm not gonna lie. It is really good. Apart from when you have a team that refuses to be healers, and then you're fucked. And that doesn't seem like with Overwatch. That seems to change when you go into competitive. It doesn't change. For every person that refuses to be a healer, I punch myself in the face, including me because I also refuse to be a healer. I'm part of the problem. So we're just starting with like high to low rows, new gym, so the weights might be a little bit janky. Don't forget to give yourself a break if you do have if you are in a new gym and the weights are a little bit weirder, like the machines are just slightly different, or you've gone from two cables to one. Just a lot to remember, not to be oh, I've gotten weaker, or there are other factors at play. Another thing you can do is sort of just let go. When you have a strap like this, like Figure 8, you can just sort of let your back actually do the work, which is what I'm trying to do, is sort of just not hold it in a way. Some exercises I feel like it doesn't work, but with this, it really does. And you just get some magical stretch. So yeah, this is quite nice, and it makes you feel like you're actually earning something during the exercise. So. I do really favour a trial and error approach to something like the gym, rather than I'm going to get all my information online, which is definitely helpful. I wouldn't say don't do that at all. I'm just saying don't go online and expect all the tips that they have on there to fix your problems, because they won't. I would say 70-80% of the stuff that you need to learn is just going to be first-hand knowledge that you want to adapt the gym around your life. A lot of the tips that people give online is first-hand, oh, this works for me, or this routine is great for what I do outside of work, which is fantastic, because if someone else does the same thing as them, they can look at that and go, oh, I'll do that, because they do the same thing as me outside of the gym. I'll do the same routine, and it's a good start. It's different, especially if you can only go to the gym a couple of times a week. A full body will work. Working it out for yourself, I can't recommend it enough. And it is difficult. And it will be a little bit weird. I feel like I'm not getting anywhere, especially when you're starting. But give it some time. Keep going, and don't put pressure on yourself to nail everything straight away, because then it stops becoming a leisure activity and becomes more of a job. You don't want that, especially not when you're starting. That's fine when you're preparing for a competition, because it is a job, but don't ruin a leisure activity, please. Especially if you're only here to have fun. Yeah, I think to get the most out of a back exercise, you do have to be as patient as possible, especially on the down move, or just sort of letting it go. So just let the weight guide your hand instead of just going up and down. You're not punching anything. Just let the weight sort of go up, and you're just holding it. You're like, just let it like control you. Kind of. I'm saying this wrong. Don't do it too fast. Is the idea. I'm not built for advice. One thing I do hope is to finally get this cut like right, and not that I've like had like terrible cuts before, because they've done really well. But the problem is I haven't ever gotten to the abs stage, which is quite like sounds quite self-absorbed, but I mean abs is, I care less about having them and more about achieving them. I see it more as like a milestone. I probably won't keep them, but it would be nice to have some pictures of them. Which I do highly recommend if you're struggling with like one side of your body, which you might naturally just be doing. You're not shit necessarily. No, actually, you're shit. Well, you might not be shit. It's just that you're going to naturally put more effort into one side of your body as you are like the other one. If you're unfortunate enough to be left-handed, you'll put more effort in your left. Left-handed people just aren't real. I feel like they're just doing it for attention. I don't think I've ever gotten a single lyric right. I'm actually a fake fan. Just work for you. Nice. I can increase the weight by like a couple. Excuse me. Is it right if I just take a couple weights off here, yeah? Cheers, man. I think what I was saying earlier is don't let the weight control you. Control it, but also let it guide you at the same time. It's a bit of a complicated process. You'll understand. I feel like I understand what I'm talking about. What brought some serious light back into my life is finding out that a series that I thought had ended got a sequel. And it's a book called, like, it's a series starting with a book called The Darker Shade of Magic, ended with A Conjuring of Light. And it just got another, like, Threads of Power or something like that. And I really want to read it because Kel and Lila, you know, this means nothing to anyone if you can't read. Yeah, I'm going to Iceland in like a few days, and I realise I actually just don't have any winter gear at all. I think my idea was I would just sort of like, I don't know, firm it, I guess. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, give it a like. If you want to see more of me, subscribe, I'd appreciate it. And I'll see you either tomorrow or Monday, most likely.